Hello, I'm Billy Ray Hussey, potter with the Southern Folk Pottery Collectors Society. I'm here today just to talk a few moments about face jugs, actually Southern face jugs primarily, and using some that's in our sale number 48 that is ongoing at this present time. Face jugs, of course, have been in America for about the early part of the 19th century. The most famed ones, of course, are the Edgefield ones made by slaves in South Carolina during the mid-19th century. Then a few were spotting here and there through the South, North Carolina, Virginia, even Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, during the latter part of the 19th century. Then in the 20th century, they become more prolific by a small group of makers from the South, and they were made primarily for tourist trade. And the first one, of course, is the Browns. Right here we have an example for the Browns out of Atlanta, Georgia. And this is one by Ulysses. This dates about 1920s. And the Browns are narrowing in on about 100 years of producing these non-stop, which is just a landmark. So this is one of theirs. Typically, they have some more caricature type faces than some of the others. They vary from the different brothers that work. So this is one of Ulysses's here, China plate teeth. Another one is this one here, which is a one of a kind out of Gillsville by the Huell family. Will Huell. Will made a few later after this. This is a one of a kind. It's almost a portrait type piece, if you will. It looks like he modeled it after someone or something that he modeled it by. This could have been one of his first ones in the early 1900s. It's a very, very unique, very rare piece, by the way. Then move into North Carolina, and we have Harvey Reinhardt. He and his brother Enoch in Vale, North Carolina, produced some face jugs, and these are some of the highest sought after primarily because they just have a good look. They're the only North Carolina ones that were made from the Georgia pieces that were made prolifically by the Metters. Harvey made, we estimate maybe in the 30 to 40 range, and these were made in the 1930s for a short period of time, and they're very highly sought after. Now to finish up here for just a moment, from Harvey Reinhardt's, he encouraged Berlin Craig out of Vale, who worked well into the 1990s, making face jugs for the 1970s, 1990s. Another one is the Metters family here, Lanier Metters, who was spawned from his father, Cheever, that worked with the Huell family in Gillsville, and this is White County here in the 1970s. Pieces here. And we do have some of our past catalogs that show pieces we've handled through the years, and we've got over 50 catalogs, and we have many face jugs in each one. We thank you for your looking, and goodbye.